So today, we're diving into something really powerful, finding your worth, especially in those moments when you feel just completely invisible. But let's just start with this question. What if the moment you feel the most abandoned? What if that's the moment you're actually seen most clearly? I know, it sounds kind of backwards, but just stick with me on this. I mean, think about it for a second. See if this sounds familiar to you. You pour everything into a job, right? Your time, your energy, your best ideas. And then boom, one day you're just gone, replaced. And it feels like none of it ever even mattered. Or hey, maybe it wasn't a job. Maybe it was a friendship. Everything was awesome when it was easy, when it was convenient. But the second it required just a little bit of real effort, the moment it got inconvenient for them, poof, gone, vanished. It really all comes down to this one thing, doesn't it? That awful, sinking feeling of being completely used. Like you were just a tool for someone else's plan, and now that they're done with you, your purpose is served. And look, this is the really crucial part. Being used, it hurts a lot. But it's what comes after. That silence, that feeling of being totally invisible and forgotten after the fact. Wow, that's the thing that cuts so much deeper. This feeling, it's not new at all. In fact, it's ancient. And there's this one story way back in the book of Genesis that just captures it perfectly. It's the story of a woman named Hagar, and you'll be surprised how modern it feels. So who was Hagar? Well, to put it simply, her life was basically defined by other people's choices. First, she's a servant, and she's used as a surrogate for her mistress, Sarah. Then, when things predictably get messy, she's made into an outcast. She's mistreated, she's blamed for a situation she had no control over, and it all ends with her fleeing, totally alone in the wilderness, with no support, no plan, nothing but pain. But it's right there, in that empty, silent place, when she's at her absolute lowest, that something incredible happens. She is found. Okay, this is the turning point of the whole story. Out there in the middle of nowhere, Hagar has this profound revelation, an encounter that leads her to give a name to the very one who finds her in her despair. And this is what she says: "You are the God who sees me." Think about that. For the first time, this marginalized, mistreated woman, she gives God a new name, one that comes directly from her own experience. She doesn't call him a distant king or some powerful judge. No, she calls him the one who sees her. And that name in the original Hebrew is El Roi. It's this incredibly personal and powerful name that means just what it sounds like, the God who sees. And what's so amazing is that this name doesn't come from a place of power or victory. It comes from a moment of total, profound vulnerability. And that really brings us to the heart of what we're talking about today. It's all about redefining your own worth. And you do that by understanding the huge, massive difference between how you are used versus how you are seen. Just look at the contrast here. It's pretty stark, right? On one side, you've got how the world saw her, basically as a means to an end, a problem to get rid of, an outcast. But then look at the other side, how God saw her, as a person with a name, a soul with dignity, a mother who actually had a future. See the difference? One is all about your function. The other is all about your identity. And this is such a perfect illustration of the trap we all can fall into. If your worth is based entirely on how other people treat you, it's going to be on a roller coaster forever. It'll go up and down with their opinions, their moods, whatever they need from you at that moment. So the big question is, how do we get off that roller coaster? How do we break the cycle? Well, it all starts with letting go of needing validation from the exact sources that hurt you in the first place. It's about finding a whole new way to move on. Okay, so let's get practical. Here are a few steps we can take. First, and this is huge, you've got to stop chasing validation from the people or places that hurt you. They might never get it, they might never apologize, and waiting around for that just keeps you stuck. Second, look at what the experience taught you about your own boundaries. It's not about playing the blame game, it's about learning so you can protect yourself better next time. Third, you've got to rebuild your identity around what is unshakably true about you, not around what happened to you. And finally, and man, this is the hardest one, move forward without needing the past to rewrite itself. That right there, that's real freedom. All right, let's bring this all home with one final but really crucial shift in how we look at things. It's all about figuring out who the real audience is in your life. We spend so much time and energy asking, who used me? We replay the hurt over and over. We analyze every little betrayal. We obsess about it. But what if that's completely the wrong question to be asking? The question that actually changes things, the one that's way more profound, is this: who saw you when no one else did? Seriously, just shifting your focus from the first question to this one, it changes everything. Because at the end of the day, so many of us are just performing. We're striving, we're exhausting ourselves, all for the approval of an audience that's never going to truly see our worth. Hagar's story is an invitation to do something radical. It's time to stop living for the wrong audience. And maybe, just maybe, realize you've been seen by the right one all along.